I have just joined this network 2 weeks ago, and I'm quite excited to see, the professional way of engagement and working. But my specific point is, in last 2 weeks, I was invited for 3 presentations, and I could manage to attend 2 of them completely, start to end, but I could somehow not manage to attend the third one. Nevertheless, my point is there could have been many presentations that may have happened before I joined this network 2 weeks ago. So how do I get to know about them, whether their investment rounds are completed or they are going in for the second round or third round and all those things. So historical startup presentations is one area which I would want to get a preview if possible. That is point number 1. Point number 2 is I would be also wanting to have, if it is possible from your side, to extend interest-based invites. Example, I'm more keen for technologies that are transforming rural India or rural sector for that matter, because that is where huge potential lies as on date. Tech-based startups which are related to finance or healthcare are the second area where I am very keen to. So if I get to hear or I get to see something which is very related to these things, I'll be more happy to attend all those presentations and also take things forward from an investment perspective. Although all other startups are excellent and they have their own great ideas, but then this is what my personal liking is, and this is where I would want to put my money. So these are the 2 points, Shishir, I just wanted to quickly highlight before it goes long.
Yeah, I'll share my experience with you. There was a site called Stumble Upon. Right, that was a site like we do. How do we open a website? We search on the Google, or maybe we know the website address right directly, so we go there. But it gives us the limited knowledge because it is about the area or of our interest what we are doing. But there was a site called Stumble Upon. I started browsing that site, and that was a random site. It was giving you some random sites, and I gained a lot of information about things I never knew. So this gave us this idea to build up something which is sector agnostic, wherein if you participate in all these discussions, you will also get knowledge about something you don't know about. So we have not limited ourselves for a particular sector, but yes, later on what we are planning to do is to create discussion groups, like on the basis of your interest. Other investors will be clubbed into your discussion group, and probably we can have a clubhouse meeting or maybe a Zoom discussion, and then we can start fetching similar startups. Until and unless we have a sizable number of investors, we cannot fetch or shortlist a startup on that basis. Suppose somebody says, I want NLP startup. Okay, but if we have only 2 or 3 investors, it is difficult for us. It's not difficult for us to source, but it is difficult for us to get it funded then, because 2 or 3 investors cannot complete or may not be in a position, or they don't want to put in their entire funds, right? They don't want to complete that round. So it is our responsibility to complete that round. Another question or suggestion that you were asking about is, so for as far as the past ones are concerned, I'll tell you there are some certain activities that we are doing. Suppose a startup, we are preparing for the next round. So we have to necessarily seize the one which is already done, because the next investor, if we are inviting, this is like, we don't want to get into the emotional game. What happens is it hits our emotions when a new investor get to know that recently, just few days ago, this investment happened at a valuation of 20 crores. Now I'm offered 30 crores in 15 days or 30 days, right? Imagine if you think yourself, you will also feel the same way, right? But if you have missed that round, that is okay. You can still invest. This has happened with me also, right? I have missed ShareChat. I was there in that round. They asked for 1 crore rupees. We were 5 investors. I missed it. Now it has become a unicorn. More than that, right? Similarly, I have missed a lot of investments. Like, I missed out Asian Paints once, and it was 600 rupees. Now it is 3,000 rupees. And in between, I did a lot of times trading, but I'm not a full-time investor into Asian Paints. Same happened with Berger. I am a full-time investor of Berger, but when it suppose I sell it today at price of say 800 and it becomes 900, I will hesitate to buy it again because I sold it for 700. So this is something emotional that happens to us, and we don't want to create such barriers. That is why we just remove once a round is completed. completely out of it. We may not announce it because I'll tell you a basic reason for it. Suppose a startup don't want to announce that, or even we don't want to announce that we have raised only 50 lakh for a particular startup. We will announce it once $500,000 is completed. In between, there might be 3 sessions or 4 sessions, the same kind of demo days. But once it is completed, then we will announce. It looks good only once the amount is sizable, right? So that is what we want to do. We don't want to announce at 25 lakhs or 50 lakhs. So we keep it on hold. But yes, the rounds which are open, recordings could be shared with you, and in case you are interested, you can still participate in these.